You know those cool photos you see of bridges in New York City? New York actually has several bridges, but you're probably picturing the Brooklyn Bridge because it is the most famous. I'm Hava, and today we're walking across the Brooklyn Bridge.
As a girl who dreamed about New York City growing up, when I finally visited the Big Apple, it was love at first trip. Fast forward about 7 years and I moved to NYC to experience the unique lifestyle firsthand and create content all about the adventures to be had here. In this show, we'll explore the iconic sights of New York as well as hidden gems and experiences that locals love. By producing this show, I'm making my dreams come true. I hope it inspires you to do the same, whether that means exploring the concrete jungle yourself or chasing one of your other wildest dreams. I'm excited to be living my dream in the city of dreams, so let's go explore it together. This is Hava's New York.
The Brooklyn Bridge connects Manhattan and Brooklyn, which are two boroughs in New York City separated by the East River. Before we head over there and walk across the bridge, I want to give you a little history about this amazing piece of infrastructure. It took 14 years to build the Brooklyn Bridge, and then it opened in 1883. A year later, P.T. Barnum, who was a founder of Barnum and Bailey Circus, led 21 elephants across the bridge to prove it was stable. Even though I've been here for over a year, I look at the Brooklyn Bridge and it looks so big to me that I imagine it'll take an hour to walk over there, but I did map it and it turns out that if you don't stop, you can walk across that bridge in about 25 minutes. Now, we're gonna stop because, you know, photo ops, but that's how fast it actually can go, and the walkway is a little over a mile long. This is my first time walking the Brooklyn Bridge, and because I live in Manhattan, we're walking the Manhattan to Brooklyn route as opposed to the other way around. And what's interesting so far, as you can see behind me, is there's some different people set up along the entrance just selling touristy stuff. It's also pretty crowded so far, which I'm not surprised. Pretty much figured this is one of the top attractions in New York City. I gotta tell you, it is a hot July day, but it is nice that when you're up here and you're walking, there's a breeze. And I actually read online that if you come in the evening and any time that it's not summer, you do want to bring a little something to wear because it can get chilly up here. Something that's personally fun for me walking the Brooklyn Bridge is the fact that it does connect Manhattan and Brooklyn. And as you know, if you've been following along this channel or just look back at some of my old videos, I used to live in Brooklyn and now I live in Manhattan. So it's really neat to be walking across this bridge that connects the two boroughs that I've lived in and loved. This is such a great spot for a photo shoot. I've been taking a few pictures along the way because, you know, I need content to use as a thumbnail. I like to create stuff for Instagram, but this is the kind of spot I would love to come back to for the sole purpose of a photo shoot. It's just every few steps you walk, there is a different view and it really does look a little bit different. I mean, the difference between when you're inside the tower, it looks different from inside than when you get outside. And the views are different also depending on which direction you're walking from. So since we're walking from Manhattan to Brooklyn, behind me, you are seeing Manhattan. You are seeing One World Trade Center way off in the distance, the Empire State Building. This is incredible. I just realized that I had taken my glasses off for pictures and hadn't put them back on yet in those last times that I was chatting with you. And then I put my glasses back on right after I took the clip where I said, "This is incredible," and realized, wow, and now I can see clearly.
wondering, that bridge in the foreground, that would be the Manhattan Bridge, and if you can see that one off in the distance, that's the Williamsburg Bridge. Like I said, several bridges in New York City, this is just the most famous. Now that I'm not walking so fast, the breeze feels so refreshing. Fresh air and the energy and the views. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I frequent an area where I can see the skyline of Brooklyn and Dumbo. That right there is the back of that welcome sign that I'm always posting pictures of in my stories. This is so cool. I am now standing in Brooklyn. It just hit me. The Brooklyn Bridge is a great place to take pictures, whether you're a content creator like me and you want to come back just for a photo shoot, or you're here on a family vacation and you want some scenery to really capture the memory of your trip. If you are on a trip, or even if you're not, it's nice that you can come anytime because there's no tickets or anything, and I mean not actually anytime, because even though it's part of public transportation, so it's open 24/7. Be safe and exercise caution, although it's beautiful any time of day. And again, you've seen my pictures from across the water on Instagram, and it is stunning with the night lights. So people do show up here as late as 11 o'clock according to the internet. On that note about you don't need tickets or anything to come here, this is awesome because this is an iconic New York City picturesque spot that costs absolutely nothing. Just a little bit of exercise, which if you ask me, is gaining something. It's even toll-free for drivers, so if you're gonna drive across the bridge, or I actually experienced the Brooklyn Bridge for the first time in a taxi back in 2017, this is a really neat thing to do. Especially if you have plans to come over to Brooklyn, or if you're in Brooklyn and wanna go over to Manhattan, you gotta do this. After seeing this video or coming yourself, what do you think of the Brooklyn Bridge? Go ahead and let me know in a comment. The next thing you're gonna wanna do is go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications if you haven't already, and of course, for daily content, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.